Top 10 Biggest Cyber Attacks, Data Breaches and Ransomware Attacks of 2024. 1. Change Healthcare. In February 2024, Change Healthcare, a subsidiary of United Health Group and a major processor of U.S. medical claims, fell victim to a ransomware attack. The attackers, the BlackCat LPHV group, infiltrated the company's systems. They exfiltrated sensitive data and deployed ransomware that crippled operations. This breach led to significant disruptions in healthcare services nationwide, as electronic payments and medical claims processing were halted. This forced patients to pay out of pocket for medications and services. This attack is considered one of the largest in 2024 due to its significant impact on healthcare delivery and its substantial financial consequences. United Health Group estimates the cost of response added up to approximately $2.87 billion in 2024. The company also provided over $6 billion in assistance to affected healthcare providers. But this was not all. The attack made headlines the world over, as United Health CEO Andrew Whitty confirmed that the organization paid $22 million in ransom. The attack exposed the massive vulnerabilities in healthcare cybersecurity. It underscored the critical need for robust defenses in healthcare, as the impact of any cyber crisis in this industry goes far beyond the business bottom line. 2. Snowflake. Snowflake, the prominent cloud data platform, experienced a significant data breach in May 2024. The data exfiltration activity via Snowflake affected over 100 of its customers, including major corporations like Ivanti, Ticketmaster, and Santander Bank. The breach was orchestrated by hackers associated with the Scattered Spider Group, who exploited compromised credentials of a Snowflake employee account. This unauthorized access led to the exfiltration of vast amounts of sensitive data. Billions of call records from Ivanti and personal information from Ticketmaster and Santander Bank customers were stolen. The attackers employed extortion tactics, demanding ransoms ranging from $300,000 to $5 million from affected companies to prevent the public release of the stolen data. The breach not only caused substantial financial losses, but also highlighted critical security lapses, particularly the absence of MFA and inadequate credential management among Snowflake's clientele. 3. UK Ministry of Defence. In May 2024, the UK's Ministry of Defence, MOD, experienced a significant data breach when a contractor-operated payroll system was compromised by a cyber attack. This system contained personal information including names, bank details, and in some cases home addresses of approximately 270,000 current and former UK military personnel. Defense Secretary Grant Shapps informed Parliament that the attack was likely orchestrated by a malign actor. There were suggestions of involvement by a potential foreign state. While the government did not officially attribute the breach to a specific nation, multiple media outlets reported suspicions of Chinese involvement. This incident underscored the critical importance of robust cybersecurity measures, particularly concerning third-party service providers. Vulnerabilities within the supply chain were yet again exploited to catalyze far-reaching implications for national security. 4. Ascension. The leading U.S. healthcare system experienced a crippling ransomware attack in May 2024. As is usually the case with attacks on the healthcare industry, this one too disrupted operations across multiple states. The attack made the MyChart electronic health record (EHR) system inaccessible. This forced healthcare workers to rely on manual documentation, severely delaying and disrupting critical patient care. Hospitals had to divert emergency services to manage urgent cases safely. Routine surgeries and appointments were postponed, leaving patients with chronic conditions in limbo. The incident not only highlighted the sector's technological vulnerabilities, but also emphasized the cascading effects of a cyber crisis on patient safety and care delivery. 5. MediSecure Australia data breach. May 2024 was clearly not a good month for healthcare service providers. In Australia, MediSecure, a prominent electronic prescription service provider, suffered a significant ransomware attack. This resulted in the theft of personal and health information of approximately 12.9 million individuals. The compromised data included names, dates of birth, addresses, phone numbers, Medicare numbers, prescription details, and reasons for medication. Despite extensive efforts, MediSecure was unable to identify specific individuals affected due to the complexity and volume of the 6.5 terabytes of data involved. This breach stands as one of the largest in Australian history, surpassing previous incidents such as the 2022 Optus hack, which impacted 10 million Australians. 6. Synnovis NHS cyber attack. On June 4, 2024, the NHS in the UK declared a critical incident. Its pathology services provider, Synnovis, had become a victim of a ransomware attack by the Keelan ransomware gang. What followed was utter chaos and a direct impact on human life and well-being. Blood transfusions, test results, operations related to cancer treatments, and even C-sections had to be rescheduled. Over 1,100 elective procedures and more than 2,000 outpatient appointments across major London hospitals were postponed. The Russian-speaking attackers stole and leaked 400 GB worth of sensitive data and attempted to extort money from Synnovis. They allegedly demanded a $50 million ransom, and upon non-payment, published the stolen data online. The attack, once again, underscored the pressing need for robust cybersecurity protocols within the NHS supply chain to safeguard patient data and maintain uninterrupted healthcare services. 7. CrowdStrike Microsoft outage. On July 19, 2024, a faulty update from CrowdStrike's Falcon sensor software caused widespread disruptions for Microsoft Windows users globally. Users worldwide were greeted with the blue screen of death. Approximately 8.5 million systems crashed across the world. This outage severely impacted various critical sectors including aviation, banking, hospitals, and manufacturing. Even TV stations, grocery stores, and petrol pumps were hit. This incident, although not a cyber attack, showed just how far-reaching the impact of vulnerabilities in interconnected digital systems can be. CrowdStrike's CEO, George Kurtz, promptly apologized, clarifying that the incident was due to a software bug. Although a fix was quickly deployed, many organizations faced prolonged recovery periods, with some systems requiring manual intervention to restore full functionality. This event once again highlighted the critical need for robust risk management strategies for organizations worldwide. 8. Transport for London. In September 2024, Transport for London, TfL, experienced a sophisticated cyber attack that disrupted services. The greatest impact was on differently abled passengers who relied on TfL's dial-a-ride service, yet again highlighting the huge impact cyber attacks can have on daily life. Initially, TfL believed that no data had been compromised. However, further investigation revealed the extent of the breach. The attack had allegedly compromised the personal data of approximately 5,000 customers, including sensitive information such as home addresses and banking details. A 17-year-old individual was identified as the perpetrator of the attack and was subsequently released on bail. Concerned that this could be a ransomware attack, the IT security teams at TfL took swift action by shutting down and restricting access to several systems to contain the damage. However, this resulted in significant operational disruptions and financial losses. TfL reported that the incident cost the organization £30 million, with £5 million spent in the last 3 months alone on response efforts, investigations, and implementing enhanced cybersecurity measures. This cyber attack on TfL served as another stark reminder in 2024 of the critical importance of safeguarding national infrastructure against digital threats. The fallout from such incidents can be severe, underscoring the need for substantial investment in proactive measures, including robust cyber incident response planning and professionally conducted cyber tabletop exercises to ensure resilience and preparedness. Ivanti zero-day mass exploits. In early 2024, researchers observed exploitation of Ivanti zero-day vulnerabilities. The security vendor confirmed 2 zero-day vulnerabilities in its Connect Secure and Policy Secure gateways in January. The vulnerabilities identified were CVE 2023-46805, an authentication bypass, and CVE 2024-21887, a command injection flaw. Initially exploited by a suspected Chinese state-sponsored group known as UNC 5221, these vulnerabilities allowed attackers to deploy custom malware, including web shells and credential harvesters, compromising numerous organizations worldwide. Despite Ivanti's release of mitigations and patches, the situation escalated quickly. Multiple threat actors began mass exploitation, leading to over 1,700 ICS VPN appliances being compromised with the Gifted Visitor web shell by mid-January. The exploitation intensified with the discovery of additional vulnerabilities such as CVE 2024-21893, a server-side request forgery flaw, and CVE 2024-21888, a privilege escalation issue. The U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, responded by directing federal agencies to disconnect affected Ivanti appliances until they were secured. The surge in zero-day exploits throughout 2024 exposed a dangerous gap in many organizations' security strategies: preparedness for the unknown. Unlike routine patching, defending against zero-days demands layered detection, anomaly monitoring, and a rapid response culture that can adapt before public fixes even exist. Andreas Minkavicius, CISO, at Cyber Upgrade. 10. Salt Typhoon telecom attacks. 2024 ended with a bang for the US and global telecom sector. Alleged Chinese-backed state hackers, Salt Typhoon, intensified their cyber espionage efforts targeting major US telecommunications companies, including AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Lumen Technologies, in December 2024. The chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Senator Mark Warner, has called these attacks the worst telecom hack in our nation's history. These intrusions granted the hackers access to sensitive data such as call and text metadata, geolocation information, and, in certain cases, actual audio recordings of phone conversations. Notably, high-profile individuals, including political figures like Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, were among those affected. The U.S. government has responded by implementing measures to bolster cybersecurity defenses and mitigate the impact of these breaches. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan confirmed that specific actions have been taken in response to the Salt Typhoon incidents. CISA has issued guidance to telecommunications providers, urging the adoption of robust security protocols, including encryption and continuous monitoring.